Today we'll see that how we can fill the form for the University of Chicago graduate program. So first click on create an account, then enter the email address, first name and the last name. Some people do not have their last name. In that case, they can put their first name only in place of last name. Then enter the date of birth and click on continue. You must have received the temporary PIN on the email address which you have entered. So enter that temporary PIN here. And then your birth date again. And then click on login. After that, you need to set the password. So your password must contain at least one letter, one capital letter, one number, and it must be of at least 12 characters. Then click on set password, start new application, create application, and open application. Degree type Ph.D. Program name physics, and then click on continue. These are the instructions. Read these instructions carefully and then click on continue. Choose the prefix and then add the telephone numbers. Always add the number by adding +91 in the starting and then click on save. After that, click on add new on the address and add the address. Select the country of your permanent address. Add the entire address, city, region and the postal code and click on save. After that, your primary citizenship, select that. If you have dual citizenship, you can select or else leave it blank. Your legal sex, birth country, birth region and the birth city. English has been a primary language of communication and schooling for me since childhood. No. Language is spoken at home, so you can enter that. If you have any fluency in any other language other than your native language, then you can add that, or else you can leave it blank if you don't want to add. Have you ever been found guilty or convicted of a felony? No. And then click on continue. After that, have you previously applied to the University of Chicago? No. Have you been enrolled at the University of Chicago? No. Please list any other applications to graduate or join degree programs at the university. So if there is any, you can select that. Okay. Are you or have you ever been homeless? No. Are you or have been ever been in the foster care system? No. Were you eligible for the federal free and reduced lunch program for 2 or more years? No. Received support from the special supplement nutrition program? No. Grew up in the following area: US rural area, Centers for Medicare? No. Will you have completed a master's degree before beginning the program which you are applying? Yes. College and university describe a first generation college student as a student whose parent or legal guardian have not completed a bachelor's degree. Do you consider yourself? Then yes. Have you received a federal Pell Grant? No. Did you participate in a research experience for undergraduates? You can select accordingly. Did you participate in a post-baccalaureate research education program? You can select accordingly. Have you been affiliated with any of the programs? So you can select accordingly. And then this information is useful in understanding our applicant pool and how candidates learn about the program. So you can select the appropriate option. Here you need to explain in more detail how you first hear about us. Then if you have consulted or corresponded with any of the members of the University of Chicago, then you have to enter the details of that here also. Then here in the last, you need to give the names and professional affiliations of individuals most responsible for your decision to apply to the University of Chicago. So you can enter this information also and then click on continue. After that, the education. So here you need to enter the details of your BSc and MSc as you are applying for the PhD. So make sure you enter the details for your undergraduate and the postgraduate. Then institution, country of the institution, city of the institution, region, month and the year when you have started this program, month and the year when you have completed this, the level of study, undergraduate. If English was the primary language of instruction, then click on this checkbox. Select your degree, Bachelor's of Science. Write the major of your degree. Did you receive or you expect to receive this degree? Okay, so you need to enter the month and the year when you are expecting or you have already received. The GPA you have received on the scale of 10. Class rank if there was any, and then upload the transcript of your BSc. After that, click on save. And again click on add institution and add the details for your MSc. So the institution of your MSc, country of the institution, city of the institution and the region, month and the year when you have started this degree, month and the year when you have completed it, the level of study, master's level. If English was the primary language of instruction, then you need to click on this checkbox and select the degree which you have completed, so Master of Science. Then the major of your degree, the expected date of the degree, GPA you have obtained on the scale of 10. If there was any class rank, you can enter and then upload the transcript for the MSc. After that, click on save. Okay. And then if any other course you have done, then you can add the course here, or else if you haven't done, then you can leave it blank and click on continue. Undergraduate cumulative CGPA, maximum GPA, major field GPA, graduate school GPA. Okay, list academic honors, scholarships, fellowships, memberships in honor societies. If you have any, you need to list. You have to list your any publications or academic journals. And if you have attended more than one graduate college or began a graduate program that you did not complete, then you need to discuss the circumstances here. Okay. Have you ever received a failing grade? You can select accordingly and then click on continue. After that, the test scores. So you need to check the program requirements that whether they require GRE scores or not. If they require the GRE scores, you need to enter that. And if they don't require, then you can add the details for any of the English proficiency test scores. So here I'm adding the details for the TOEFL. But if you have given any other exam other than TOEFL, you can enter the details for that exam. The total score, the scores in each of the domain. and then click on save. And if you have given 2 English proficiency tests, then you can add the scores for both of them and then click on continue. Please choose one of the following types of research that best describes your interest. So you can choose your answers to these questions will assist in sharing your application to readers who are well equipped to properly evaluate your research experiences. So you need to enter that details, okay? And now this is choose areas of expertise. This is optional, so you can leave it. Now enter the highest final grade you received in the following courses and the textbooks used in the course. So you need to enter that details and who you want to work with. You can select up to the 4 names, okay? Faculty interest, and then astronomy and astrophysics interest you can select. And if you want to select any more, then if you are interested in working with a faculty member not listed above, then write the name, and if they are listed above, then you can leave it and click on continue. After that, the financial data lists the non-University of Chicago grants, including government and employer, for which you are applying or have applied. Okay, so if there is any, you can enter which you have already been awarded. Non-University of Chicago grants. Okay, so you need to. Do you plan to utilize Veterans Affairs? No. I certified that. Now here you need to enter your full name and then click on continue. Now work experiences, if you have worked anywhere before, then you have to add the details of that work here. Now if the information about your education and work experience entered on the relevant pages does not account for all of your time since high school, then you can explain this here if you want to. Years of full-time work experience you need to select accordingly. Primary industry and primary work function you need to select according to you, and then you need to upload the CV here. After that, click on continue. Now the candidate statement. In this statement you need to explain examples, you need to explain of demonstrative initiative. For this you could include the scientific leadership roles, experience building or tinkering with things, scientific or learning obstacles that you have overcome. Second, what motivates you to pursue your intended research area and what makes you a good match for it. And the third, you need to describe any areas of expertise in physics or related fields that you have cultivated thus far. Okay, so you need to add this everything in this candidate statement or the person statement and have to upload this statement here. After that, after uploading, click on continue. Now the recommendations. So check your program requirements, that how many recommendations they need, and then you can okay. Okay, you can click on this checkbox. Read the policy above, and neither I nor the admission office can edit any recommendation request. Okay, so click on these check boxes and continue. Now your signatures, enter your full name in place of your signatures and then click on confirm. Here you can see there are some errors. So candidate information, there is missing one mailing address. So yeah, you can click on add a new and add the mailing address. Okay. And then click on save. Okay. Now after that, just click on continue. Go to the review page and see what other errors are there. So recommendations are missing. So you can directly click on the recommendations and okay, I've read and understood. I understand that I cannot change my okay. So you have to add the recommendations here. You can click on add recommender and add the recommendations. So just check your requirements at how many recommendations they need and add accordingly. So the first name, last name, institution, position or title, relationship, telephone number always by adding +91 in the starting, and the email address you need to enter. Then in this, always click on I waive my right to access this report, because your report should directly send to the university, not to someone else. Then again enter your full name and click on send to recommender. Again click on add recommenders and add the second one. Choose the prefix, first name, last name, organization, position or title, relationship, telephone number always by adding +91 in the starting, and the email address. Again click on I waive my right to access this report and enter your full name. Click on these check boxes and enter your full name and click on send to recommender. Again click on add recommender and add the third one. So the first name, last name, organization, position or title, relationship, telephone number always by adding +91 in the starting, and the email address. And then again I waive my right to access this report, your full name. Click on this checkbox and again your full name in place of the signature and click on send to recommender. After that you can click on continue and go to the review page again and see if there is any more errors. So physics supplement, physics area of research information. So just click on this. Yeah, so these areas you need to select, okay, and yeah, you can select the areas and then click on continue. After doing it, just click on continue and then again go to the review page and see if there is any more error. So see, now there is no more error, so you can directly click on this submit application. So if like this error popping up on your screen, you can just go to the error, rectify it and keep going like this. Go on to the review page and then submit the application, okay. And after submitting the application, just click on application fee, and after doing the payment you will be done with your application.